Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to tell you a little story about Donkey Kong and the King of Kong, the guy that conquered the game back in the 1980s, Billy Mitchell. That's right. And for 20 years, he held that record and he dominated. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this other guy, Steve Weibe. Nobody knew who Steve Weibe was, but Billy Mitchell had dominated the world of Donkey Kong for many, many years. And here's this guy coming out of nowhere and he conquers. He conquers the record and wins. But the authority was behind Billy Mitchell. And thus they revoked. They said, "No, Steve Weibe, you're nothing but a cheater." So they took the record away from him, and it drove Steve Weibe to utter insanity. With this insanity, it drove him to prove himself that he was not a cheater and he belongs with the best. So he fought back, and once again, he was able to prove that he belongs with the best. Meanwhile, Billy Mitchell, appearing to be a villain, became friends with Steve Weibe. They get along fine. So maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. He was misunderstood. Until one day, a new authority comes in, and they don't trust the old authority, and they don't trust Billy Mitchell. And so they take away all of his records and say, "You cheated. And we think that the old authority kept you at the top. And so we're going to take all your records away. And there's nothing you can do about it." So Billy Mitchell pleaded his case and said, "I'm going to prove to you that I'm not a cheater, and I'm also going to prove to you that I'm still as good as anybody else out there right now." And he was able to face the best of the new era, and he conquered it. And he proved once and for all that he was still among the best, and in court was able to prove that he did not cheat, at least to some, but not to the authorities in a certain area, Twin Galaxies. But he conquered once again and proved that he belongs with the best, and he's not a cheater, but he's the Messiah of arcade gaming. And that's my little story about Donkey Kong, Billy Mitchell, and Steve Weibe.